Hi guys, so do you know that Linux is an operating system that hackers, developers and even NASA depends on? But then, for some reasons, people just tend to ignore it entirely. Let me make this clear. If you have any plans on going into cybersecurity, ignoring Linux will be one of the biggest mistakes you'll make. Yeah, because it's that important. So just spare me a few minutes of your time and I'll show you exactly how to use it. I'm going to spin up my terminal here and this is my graphical user interface. So we are going to create files and do everything we're going to do here without actually doing it from here. We're going to make use of the terminal using Linux commands. So you can see there are folders here and this is the direction we are. Now on the terminal you notice that we can't really say where we are, right? From the graphical user interface we see that we are on this folder ACE, but here we don't know where we are. So what do we do? First thing we should do is to print our working directory, PWD. It stands for print working directory. We click on enter and you see it prints out exactly where we are. We're on this directory, right? So you notice here we can see all the files and folders that are here. So how do we do it from the terminal? Now this is a very important command. We should all know it, right? And it's ls. Ls simply stands for list. It lists everything in that directory, right? So we'll go ahead and click enter and then we notice that it has listed every single thing in this directory, right? So let's say we want to create a new file. We want to create a new file, a new folder, sorry. We want to create a new folder. How do we go about it? So let's create a folder called home. So what we do, if we are doing it from here, we'll probably just click on it and create a new folder, right? But right here we are making use of commands only. So what we do, make sure you're in the directory you want to create the folder in. We'll write a command, make directory. So this simply stands for make directory, right? Then the name of the folder we want to create. In this case it's home. We enter it. Now look at it, it has been created here without us even touching it here, right? Without us even touching it here. Now let us print our working directory again. Remember we are in this particular directory. Now what happens, what do we do if we want to go into this directory we just created or any other folder? We have a command for it. Change directory, cd. That's what it simply means. Change directory, cd, then the name of the folder we want to enter, right? So you see we are in the home folder now. Change directory, home. So we've changed our directory to the home folder, right? Now we'll print our working directory again and you see it's showing us that we are in the home folder. This is the directory we are in right now. So what happens now, let's say we want to create, you can see in the home folder is empty, but then we want to create a file. Let's say index.html file. What we do, we'll make use of nano index.html, right? We enter. Beautiful. And right here we can write in whatever, we can just type in whatever we want in the file. We can say Obi is a boy, right? Then you can see here to exit is Ctrl X. We'll Ctrl X, save modified buffer, we'll click on Y because that is yes. Write file to index.html, we'll enter. So let's check it here. You see on the graphical user interface, a file has been created, index.html, right? Index.html has been created there. So now back to this place. Now let's say we want to read the content of this file we just created. We want to read the content. We're going to say cat, then the content of the folder of the cat, the file. So the name of the file is index.html. You can see it, Obi is a boy. Now if we want to edit it, we want to say Ada is a girl, we don't want Obi is a boy there. We'll simply do the same thing we did when we created it, when we created the file, which is nano, then the name of the file. So we do this when we want to create a new file or want to edit it. So we go ahead and enter. Oh, sorry, I did nano index.html. Yeah, so you can see it now. We can go ahead and change it to Ada is a girl. Ada is a girl. Then the same thing. And right now let's go read the file. So you can see Ada is a girl. So guys, was that hard? It's really easy. It's easy. So in the next video we'll go way deeper into Linux commands. So this is just the basic command just to get you used to it and to introduce you to it. Next videos will go way deeper and I'll show you what you need to know as a hacker. Thank you.